now I want to share with you Raghav Chadha's tweet, which is up on your screen. Let me read that out for you. Now, today, exercising the provisions of the Constitution of India, more than 2/3 of the AAP MPs in the Rajya Sabha have merged with the BJP. 7 MPs have signed the document, which was submitted to the Honourable Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. I, along with 2 other MPs, personally handed over the signed document. And this, of course, viewers, is the latest tweet coming out of Raghav Chadha's Twitter account, X account rather.
Has he changed his handle? Is he still an MP or is he a BJP MP? What is his
identity? Not yet, Priya, but we're going to watch out for that. Currently, it's still the same, doesn't say anything else.
It just says a member of parliament. He's not saying Aam Aadmi Party.
Not yet.
Check that, huh?
Yeah. All right. Now, I want to go across to Zeba, of course. Zeba, we're, of course, discussing the fact. I mean, we've discussed all of these points with you. But the fact that, you know, why the BJP, why not the Congress? And as Gauri mentioned, he would have been a great addition to the Congress. Perhaps. Your comments.
I mean, I totally agree with Gauri Joshi ji that Congress needs to pull itself up now. Right? For me, it's a fused bulb. On the day of election in Bengal, if Rahul Gandhi is releasing his video, Congress doesn't exist in Bengal. He's putting serious allegations on Mamata Didi. That means you're clearing the path of BJP. It's very clear. Congress doesn't know how to play. That's it. I respect Priyanka Gandhi. She's a nice leader. She has good gestures, good behavior. People adore her for that. But Rahul Gandhi, he needs to be logical now. He's not a kid. A 50-year-old man, people expect from you, right? So this is what the loophole in the Congress party, that they are not up to the expectation of people. Simple. They have lost the confidence from people. Simple. And when BJP comes, see, Raghav Chadha joined one of the biggest party, right? And he has good following. And politics is a game of a number. He brought 7 people, so he would get a good respect. And among India also, I mean, it's no matter you are from BJP, Congress and all, I've seen in my friend circle also, people love Raghav Chadha. His chocolatey look, the way he speaks, and the points he raised. So I think Raghav Chadha has a good future ahead. And it's a big loss for AAP, it's a big loss for Congress. And it's I would say it will help as an addition to BJP.
Can I disagree?
It's a masterstroke.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
No, I think from BJP's point, yes, masterstroke perhaps, but from the point of view of Raghav Chadha, you know what the BJP is like. You see what's happening to a Jyotiraditya Scindia, what he was in the Congress, the swagger with which he carried himself to what he is now. Very few outsiders really have been able to get a position of heft and bring with them a lot of clout the way Hemanta Biswa Sarma has, because he was a ground leader. He has not only delivered Assam, he's delivered the whole of Northeast to the BJP. But even then, when allegations were raised against Hemanta by Pawan Khera, the party did not rush to his defense. He was left to hold his own press conferences and do his own defense. So end of the day, is it a good move for Raghav Chadha? It may seem very good right now. BJP is on the rise. It's a good party to belong to. But if you look at it, will he be lost in the masses? Because BJP it takes in the leaders and that is it. Where do you hear of Scindia? Where do you hear of any of these big tall leaders from the Congress who have gone or other parties and joined the BJP? Has any of them been given a prominent role? Of course, we saw, the Bihar Chief Minister is also an outsider, but they have to really prove themselves on the ground before they get any such role. Congress, on the other hand, may have given him some role because Congress is also looking for a leader in Punjab post Captain Amrinder Singh's exit. So, they, in terms of Raghav Chadha's own politics, the little microcosm, if I just look at that, perhaps the Congress would have been a better fit for him. The kind of issues he's raising now, some of them could have been anti-government. Rahul Gandhi would be happy to let him raise those issues, and he could have carried on with that image that he is building and played on
actually,
it.
I'm going to disagree with that. I believe that Rahul Gandhi did not let Shashi Tharoor breathe in the Congress. Now, let us remember that Shashi Tharoor is somebody who's been the contender for Secretary General of the United Nations. I was in class 5 when I read that fact, and ever since I've been following his work. Of course, we know of Sunanda Pushkar and everything that happened. But look at Shashi Tharoor and the kind of delivery that he can do. like Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who was ex-MOS, he put in all his weight in Kerala. And Shashi Tharoor just swept in, and only 3 seats for the BJP are being predicted.
No, that is not because of Shashi Tharoor. I mean, I also am very all for Shashi Tharoor, but Kerala, if you look at it, Shashi Tharoor does not have that pan-India image. And you're talking about Rajiv Chandrasekhar, he gave him a tough fight in Kerala, in Thiruvananthapuram.
Yes.
He lost by
He did,
6,000
he did.
seats or something.
But I would still say that even if Jyotiraditya Scindia is a toothless tiger, even if Jagdambika Pal has been in the party for, ever since 2014, and now he is getting the chair position in Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha, whenever the main chair is not there. I think the BJP is a TCS of sorts. It's like a government job. So at this point, it's a huge MNC with a lot of perks, and even though you lost in the brand, you still have a lot to go back to. Probably Raghav Chadha wants to be a good father at this point. Probably he doesn't want to be the proper Punjab CM. He just wants the kind of power, clout, like the Zurad Mamdani kind of an image, without really bringing that lot of change, because India is a country which likes its convenience, its urban use, likes its convenience, which is why there's a whole debate about gig workers, and there's a whole debate. Like, I personally, if I'm talking about grassroots, the gig workers issue is not that big for me. Of course, it is big when I look at how hard they work. So
But Raghav will not be able to raise these issues in the BJP.
Research pieces on that. But coming back to Raghav Chadha, I would say that he has been an opportunist, which is not wrong on his part, because he was sidelined by the AAP. You know how Yogendra Yadav and Prashant Bhushan were kicked out of the party. So Kejriwal is known to disvalue people. The way Sachin Pilot was contained, even Raghav Chadha could have been contained, but Kejriwal was more in the mood. जहां जाना है भाड़ में जाओ, भाड़ नहीं, वो बीजेपी में गए हैं, बहुत बड़ी पार्टी में गए हैं. I personally feel कांग्रेस से better bid है, because Congress really needs to set its ship straight right now.
All right. Interesting, Gauri. I seem to agree with Priya, because I just think that, all of these issues, like the gig worker issue and all of that, I've seen that entire two-hour documentary that he made on all these people. Perhaps he won't be highlighting all those issues in the BJP. So, Priya, I seem to agree with you on that. But of course, I want to bring in Zeba Yasmin. She's been waiting for a while. Zeba, what would you like to say on all of what Priya is saying and what Gauri said?
See, what I believe, that the young people can't be controlled, right? Party's ideology is a different thing and the main thing, but individuals' ideology also matters, right? Anybody who's working under the party and not convinced with the ideologies would certainly take a step the moment he feels. Same thing happened with Raghav Chadha. A lot of news were coming up that he's, in talks with BJP and all. There's no smoke without fire, I believe. So he would have been in touch. But there must be a reason behind it, right? Because he was promoted by AAP. Later on, things were not good. As Swati Malewal case also. When she needed, party didn't support her. So later on, she went against the party. So young people, they're hard to control, I believe. So same goes with Swati Malewal, same goes with Raghav Chadha, that they can take a bold step whenever they need. And as you're talking that Congress had been a good option, Congress itself needs a support. So they themselves need an oxygen support. So who would risk their future for them? So I don't think Raghav Chadha would have done that. Had I been in his place, I wouldn't have taken that decision. So I appreciate whatever he did. He went with 7 people, so that's good decision. Now what matters is how much importance he gets in BJP. As you said that it's a mass, big party, people get lost, and utna attention nahi milta. I completely agree. In state level party, the scenario is different, and in national level party, which is one of the biggest in the world, it is difficult. But if you have the caliber, as if we talk about Raghav Chadha, I believe he'll be able to manage that, and one day he'll make that, create that space for himself here also.
Yes, please go ahead, Priya.
Yeah, no, in that sense, I would, at least Gauri made some valid points. May not be the points that I agree on, but there was a logic to her points in that sense, where she said that maybe the BJP will, give Raghav a better, it's a better positioning for him. Raghav is a nice guy. He will form his own branding. Is all very well, but what he's saying over here that Aam Aadmi Party silenced my voice. Any national party will silence your voice. Gauri made that point about Shashi Tharoor voice being silenced. Though now I think the Congress has learnt it's that they made some sort of peace with Shashi, and he is speaking a lot more. He's giving a lot more time to speak in the House. Also, they buried the hatchet.
Yeah,
but
yes, you would have remembered the whole Manoj Naravane operation. Book that Shashi Tharoor did, they were saying that all the hangouts that he was doing, he was being invited to the Vladimir Putin dinner, and then he kind of showed the BJP's trust. We all as journalists were expecting Shashi Tharoor to jump ship, because we were thinking of him talking about a Modi 2.0. Then we thought that maybe he wanted to save himself from the whole Sunanda Pushkar allegations.
No. So, hey, hang on. Sunanda Pushkar allegations have been dealt with the court. They are now a matter of the past. So they are not anything that he has to deal with now. Let me finish. I know you like to do this thing, but let me finish. What you said about Shashi Tharoor in terms of his positioning, at the end of the day, he and Rahul Gandhi had a conversation. He was in the wilderness. He did flirt with the BJP, but Shashi Tharoor also realized that in Kerala, there is no space for him. And he wanted to be CM. BJP was not offering him that CM-ship. Neither is the Congress. So Shashi Tharoor has made his peace. All this was also positioning. When you follow politics as much as I do, you will realize what the leaders say and what they mean is very different. Raghav Chadha again is positioning. So he is also building his own image, and it's positioning for your own image and trying to be, bring whatever is best to the negotiating table, which is what Shashi Tharoor did. He built himself into a good asset in terms of what he said about Modi, what he said about BJP, Congress, and brought Rahul Gandhi to the bargaining table, and they've come to some sort of an understanding. Same with Raghav Chadha. All that he was doing is building his own image and making himself available for whichever option suits him best. For whatever reasons, BJP has given him a better offer than the Congress. The Congress perhaps did not also follow up. They are pretty lazy on their offers. They lost a government in Goa because Rahul Gandhi could not meet the rebel faction in time. We have Jagan who wanted to come back, and he was taken to meet Rahul Gandhi, but Rahul Gandhi was busy working out at a gym and didn't meet Jagan. So Jagan walked off finally. So, you see how the Congress behaves, and the alacrity with the BJP welcomes the other people. There is a mindset also at work over here, which the BJP has, and it looks, BJP is always on the ready, looking to increase its numbers, which the Congress unfortunately is not. Congress also goes through a lot of red tape. Here Amit Shah can decide, there are only two people who decide, Modi and Amit Shah. In the Congress, you can approach some leader close to Rahul and he said, मैं कर दूंगा, वो राहुल को कब मिलेगा, कब करेगा, or is he just talking to KC Venugopal? You don't know. A lot is lost in the communication. So in that sense, it says a lot about the way the two parties also function. It's not just Raghav Chadha we are going to be looking at today, but also the way the Congress and the BJP function. I agree with you. I agree with myself when I said the Congress has missed a very good point in a candidate in Raghav Chadha. But the BJP moved faster with more alacrity and perhaps has given Raghav Chadha a better deal.
All right, I'll come back to my guest. Now, former Rajasthan Chief Minister and senior Congress leader Ashok Gehlot has reacted on 2/3 MPs of AAP in Rajya Sabha merging with the BJP. Slamming the BJP, Gehlot stated, and I quote, "They are murdering democracy in this country. All agencies are under their control." Let's listen in.
बीजेपी वाले अपनी हरकतों से बाज आएंगे नहीं। इस देश में लगातार डेमोक्रेसी की हत्या कर रहे हैं। सबके सामने डेमोक्रेसी कमजोर हो रही है, मानना पड़ेगा। सब एजेंसी इनके काबू में है। वो मित्तल जो मेंबर पार्लियामेंट हैं, उनके छापे पड़े अभी। और पहले राघव चड्ढा को तंग किया था बीजेपी ने, और बाकी भी जो इनके जो है नाम आप ले रहे हो ना, इन सब के नाम इन्होंने डाल रखे थे।
All right, with that I want to go across to Zeba. Zeba, the fact that we're of course discussing Raghav Chadha's persona, and you can't ignore the aspect of the man. We were talking about various aspects, the way he conducts himself. Now, my question is that do you think he will be relatable, whatever position he gets, whatever role he has in the BJP? Do you think Raghav Chadha in general is relatable as a BJP neta? Or is he more suited? I mean, of course, we were discussing the fact that he's more suited for the Congress for a reason. Because when you look at Rahul Gandhi, you look at Raghav Chadha, you do feel a certain kind of an image that you draw about the two people, which is a little similar. So do you think he'll be relatable as a BJP neta?
Yeah, I agree with you. The kind of points that Raghav Chadha raised, it is relatable with Rahul Gandhi. Small issues like that canteen issue in at airport, right? That middle class is not able to afford. So these were the issues. You can say it is relatable, but again the thing is, Congress is not interested. Had they been interested, they would have contacted Raghav Chadha on this, right? So they don't have time for that. And meanwhile, BJP bagged, because being one of the largest party, they don't miss any chance to bring anybody in their bag. So they, grab the opportunity, I would say. And the other thing, Abhi, I was listening, democracy. Since the time BJP has come, the only allegation is that democracy ka khatra hai, democracy pe ye hai, ye ho jayega, constitution kharab ho jayega. I mean, now this is being too much. Being too much. Anybody leaving BJP coming to your party, then there is no khatra on democracy. And anybody leaving your party coming to BJP, then it is democracy ka khatra. So I think even people are not interested in all this, क्योंकि बहुत हो गया. Nobody wants to listen. ना democracy में कोई change आया है, ना BJP ने constitution change कर दिया है. ऐसा कुछ होता तो अभी जो bill रुका है, वो नहीं रुका होता, वो pass कर लिया होता. It's simple. It's number game and everything is clear in front of the people of India. So these dialogues wouldn't work, I think, now.
All right, I want to go across to Gauri. Gauri, for us, for regular people, middle class people, citizens of this country, what really matters is what translates on the ground. Now, Raghav Chadha as a person, firstly, I want to ask you, do you think he has been a credible politician when it comes to what he's done on the ground with AAP? And do you think that perhaps will happen with the BJP, or will he just be like a, face of the party really?
Any politician, any credible, let me just compare a politician to probably a journalist, probably a corporate employee. You might have a face, but that, you also have to work to preserve your face. So you might say that Scindia is a toothless tiger who was first aviation minister and then became, the telecom minister, but he's built credibility over the years. He's built numbers, he's built, a faction, Sangathan of his own sorts, he brought in MPs. So Raghav Chadha has shown his mettle by being able to bring in people, right? At secondly, what Raghav Chadha has done is he's raised issues which were pertinent, and of course, like today, if you and I are using a Blinkit in probably South Delhi or other regions as well, earlier it was 8 minutes, 10 minutes, now it is a comfortable 13 to 15 minutes. The whole Domino's delivery of 30 minutes is also, kind of going down and all of that. So the issue of airplanes also, that airports and the expensive food, it is something very close to our hearts, because now this middle class is becoming upper middle class, wants to travel, but really cannot afford like a 500 rupees coffee. We really want our affordable samosas. So we've got the Adal canteen, which Rekha Gupta is also continuing that way. So if Raghav Chadha has talked about issues that were close to people's hearts, BJP has a lot of such issues like Ujjwala Yojana, then later on the Atal canteens, then Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. So he can do his bit, and of course I would really want to see him do something, raise something about unemployment. Yes, he'll have to be a very disciplined employee. He'll have